Bishop Andrew Nkia is the Bishop of Mamfe, the area where these killings are taking place.
I went to Kembong myself to meet the Christians there who were with Father in the mission at the time he was shot. They explained to me that there was a military vehicle that was coming into the village, and as they were driving into the village, they were shooting. Father tried to escape around the church, but when he was at the door of the church, the bullet got him.
So it is only Father who was running away for his dear lives. And Father was weaker than the Christians who stood and saw the vehicle coming. You know, the military vehicle was coming and shooting. You had two categories of people in the church compound, according to you, Bishop Kea. One category of those people were lion-hearted Christians who could brave gunshots and stand, see, and identify who is shooting. Why you are priest of blessed memory. You are priest whose demise I so much regret here this morning was not strong enough to stand and see those who are shooting. So the priest was running away while some other Christians stood to identify the shooters. Is that what you are establishing here, Mr. Bishop?
Tell the other Christians who managed to run away to the back of the church. There was a seminarian who was also there. They ran into the father's house, some ran into other places. But like yesterday, I was there, I counted myself 21 bullet holes on the front of the church.
And who shot those bullets? You saw 21 bullet holes. And the bullet holes told you that the people who shot those bullets were Cameroonian military. Not so. You and your Christians have already identified that those who shot those things and who even shot at the priest are Cameroonian soldiers.
So were the soldiers actually shooting into the church?
Yes, they were actually shooting into the church.
Why would they shoot into the church? Most of our soldiers are Christians. Why would they shoot into a church if they are Cameroonian soldiers?
If you go to the place like I did yesterday, you actually see some of the bullets that passed through the window and cracked the wall next to the altar.
So what was happening inside the church? Were people sheltering there? What was going on?
No, there was nothing going on in the church. It was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There were just a few Christians with the catechists who were cleaning the church. Father was standing in front of the church, and when they were passing, it looks like when they're entering the village, they're trying to scare people or what, I don't know.
Very good. So you are talking about something you don't know, but you know, though you don't know, that the Cameroonian military shot those things, Bishop.
But as they were driving into the village, they were shooting at random because after the mission, they continued shooting as they were going on to their barracks. The shooting did not stop at the church. They continued shooting. There was another man who also was shot and he died.
It's quite shocking that they would be shooting into a church or at a church. Has this happened before?
It has happened in other places. I mean, the seminarian who died in Bamenda was shot in front of the church.
So has there been...
By who? Was the seminarian intentionally shot, or he was shot by a stray bullet? So the Cameroonian military is mad. They just pick up their guns, go around shooting people. Not true. And you are alive.
In any official reaction to this, is anybody going to be charged with the killing of Father Cosmas and the other person that died as well?
Just like you are talking from a distance, we are seeing deaths every day. Nobody is being charged. We will make some noise about this, but in the end, what will come out of it?
So tell us about Father Cosmas and the community there.
Yes, Father Cosmas was a young priest ordained last year, 2017. He is from Kenya, from the Diocese of Kisii. He is a missionary of St. Joseph. And Cosmas was one of the young Mihil missionaries who came out to this country. He was ordained on the 26th of March. In April, he was appointed to Mamfe.
He's literally just come and he's just starting out his life as a priest amongst the people of Mamfe.
He's just starting his life as a priest in the diocese.
This must be very demoralizing for people there.
Very demoralizing, not only for the people, but also for the young priests I have around. Because as we are speaking, I have closed down 15 parishes. I'm not joking. I've closed down 15 parishes because of the insecurity. All the people have abandoned, they have run away. So it's a...
Who is the cause of that insecurity? Who is the cause of that? Give the true picture of what the cause of that insecurity is to the BBC that you have chosen to speak to.
Very difficult situation for all of us and for the people who had gathered around Father Cosmas. Actually, Father Cosmas is working with Father Boni, who is the parish priest. Father Boni is a Ugandan missionary also. Both of them are Mihil, but Boni is on leave. So Cosmas was alone in the parish at this time, running the place.
So is somebody going to come and replace him, or are people beginning to get nervous now about conducting mass and living in these areas where these random shootings are happening?
I cannot send anybody to go there now. That will not be fair to the person, because most of the persons were telling me, "Oh, Bishop, you begged us to come out of the bush, and now they are shooting at us. We are going back to the bush." So I'm stranded. But now if the priest himself who was guarding the people is killed, then they all scatter again.
Is the church being targeted, do you think?
I wouldn't know. The priest was killed in Buya, seminarian was killed in Bamenda, now another one has been killed here in Mamfe.
So, who is killing those people and why? You are putting the blame on the Cameroonian military. Why should the Cameroonian military kill church leaders? What does the church owe the Cameroonian military? Do they have any score? Has the Cameroonian military put any threat anywhere on social media or even on newspapers, on traditional media, that they have a problem or a score to settle with the church? Why don't you talk about Eric Tato, who is coming from that very Mamfe that you are talking about? Eric Tato is the one who is putting threats everywhere. How he will get people's hands and fingers, and that he will deal with foreigners. He has already killed an American missionary in the Northwest the other day, and we see people whose hands have been whose hands are amputated on a daily basis and the fingers cut off by the threat of Eric Tato living in Maryland in America. You will not tell the BBC that. You are giving the impression that we have a military in Cameroon which is going about shooting down people, and you live in the same Cameroon. What do you, this man of God, and your people, especially the Catholic Church that is notorious for this kind of blackmail against our country which we hold here, what do you gain? Betraying our country and blackmailing it everywhere. The first of law and order are the people who are making you to even stand and speak where you are now. They are keeping you safe where you are, and you know it. They have been protecting your parishioners and yourself. And look at the other thing you are saying. When they ask whether somebody is targeting the church, you begin to name seminarians and priests who have been shot. You don't even see the Christians who are shot on a daily basis. So you are just a priest, you are just a bishop for your priests and your seminarians. You don't see the ordinary Christians who Eric Tato is sending terrorists to behead every day. Eric Tato is sending people to cut off people's hands. Eric Tato is from Mamfe. You know him very well. He's sending people to cut off the hands of your Christians, to cut off their fingers, to behead them, to kidnap them and dupe them of millions. Eric Tato is sending children, terrorists outside to go and kidnap children from schools every day. Mr. Bishop, you have no problem with that. Those people are not the church. The church is the priests and the seminarians. You don't see the suffering of your people. You say people are dying every day and you keep quiet. You choose to speak only when something happens to a priest. All of us mourn the unfortunate situation that has happened to that priest. It is in fact, somebody like me, I cannot imagine that these things are happening in Cameroon. But you only speak when something happens to a priest. So the people who come around you, the Christians, they don't bother to you. You don't speak out when they are killed, and you call yourself a priest.
The other time, one of my priests was arrested in front of the church and stripped by the same military. I want to know what they want.
The information minister, Issa Chiroma, has tweeted saying that it's not the soldiers that did this.
The priest who was arrested in front of the church and stripped, what was his crime? Have you forgotten that in that very Mamfe diocese, you have priests who are supporting terrorism? Father David Fomanka is one of them. He's hiding in the US area and fanning the flame of terrorism. There are many Catholic priests and church authorities who are supporting this Ambazonian terrorism. Why don't you tell the BBC about that? Why are you playing an angel and blackmailing our dear and beloved country, Cameroon, which people have torn apart? These very ungrateful mission people. We have given you land, boundless land, on which you have established your missions over the year, collecting money from people. You don't pay taxes. And all you can do to pay the country back, now that we need you most to bring our country together, is to begin to blackmail us internally and externally. Shame on you, Bishop Gea.
Does not live in Mamfe. I live in Mamfe. This did not happen in the night. It happened during the day. We are not arguing over truth.
You have lied. The assassination of the priest did not take place in Mamfe. Neither did it take place in Yaoundé, where the Minister of Communication is living. It took place in Kembong. So which truth are you talking about, Bishop? You are not in Kembong, just like the Minister of Communication is not in Kembong. Just like you have your people who are giving you information about Kembong, that's how the Minister of Communication also has his people who are informing him about Kembong. You should know as a bishop that a minister does not need to live everywhere in the country to know what is happening there. He has people who are working there, his collaborators are everywhere. Shame on you to say that because the minister is not living in Kembong, what he's saying about Kembong is a lie. And you who is living in Manfe, what you are saying about Kembong is the truth. Were you on the scene?
I just beg Mr. Minister to verify what he's saying before he goes on the air, because it is very disheartening that we are Cameroonians. We are suffering and our minister will be talking about something he does not know. I am on the ground. I live here.
The minister does not live in space, Mr. Bishop. The minister does not live in space. Both of you are on the ground. But none of you is in Kembong. So if you are sure about what you are saying in Kembong, the minister is also sure about it. He has his collaborators there.
Minister does not live in Manfe. He doesn't even know where Kembong is.
Do you feel safe where you are?
How can I feel safe? I don't sleep in the night. When I sleep in the night,
So Jesus is not your savior anymore. How can you be doubting your safety?
at the bang of every door, I jump up from my bed and go under because I don't know who is coming or what is
Fear not. Jesus said, fear not. What kind of bishop is this jumping up and down? Are you a sport master?
happening. Nobody feels safe. If I'm the bishop and I feel like this, how much more of the common people? But I cannot abandon the simple, innocent people who are just living their lives in their
Now you know that you are a bad shepherd, sowing the seed of fear among your flock. If you are a bishop and you know this kind of fear, like you have rightly asked, how will your people feel? Jesus said, fear not. Where is your faith? Fake pastor.
villages. I have to be with them. They are Cameroonians who love their country. They just want to live in peace, but they are not safe.
That's Bishop Andrew Nkia, Bishop of Manfe.
And who is causing the insecurity that all of us are suffering here? Is it not people like you who are biased when you have the opportunity to say the truth? Why don't you call a spade a spade? Why don't you tell the world that it is Eric Tato who is bringing ant-infested hood into Manfe before the Ambazonian terrorism, who was being shot randomly? Was any priest killed randomly? Why don't you say that it is the Ambazonians who are pressing this evil into our country, who are causing all this chaos and bringing about the war that is keeping everybody insecure? I am very disappointed in you. In fact, I better spend a night in the same room and on the same bed with a wizard and with a witch doctor than with a Catholic priest. You people are all nonsense. Let me talk frankly.